Take them or leave them, but by 2020, the millennials will make up a third of all adults in the United States.
You may know one, millennials lacking life skills like cooking, budgeting, or time management.
They're not interested in owning a house.
Many millennials say buying a home these days is just not an option.
She is calling millennials the burnout generation.
According to a new study, millennials say that the term snowflake is in fact harmful to their mental health.
Millennials hate this shit. They hate it.
Welcome to another episode of Millennial Malarkey. I'm Adam.
I'm Alec.
I'm Andrew.
This week, I'm Jesse.
Wow, it's a good week. Anyway, today is a very special day, boys. Do you know what today is?
Dun, dun, dun.
It is Monday, the 14th of October.
Wow, way to date the podcast, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Or
Well, he
it's
asked
my
what
little
today
sister's
was.
birthday.
Oh my God.
I saw it on Facebook and I forgot to respond all day. I'm so sorry. Lauren, you know I love you. It's okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
If you don't say happy birthday on Facebook, it doesn't actually count.
Exactly. See, I slid into her DMs and personally wished her a happy birthday, Jesse.
I'm a little uncomfortable about the way you talked about my sister.
Your sister? Okay, sure.
She's my
She's
sister.
our sister, Jesse.
Oh.
Anyway, there's your shout out, Lauren. Happy
birthday, Lauren.
Happy
Also, I
birthday.
definitely didn't slide into her DMs,
Happy
so
birthday.
don't call me out on that, please and thank you.
Will do. Anyway, so today we're going into a superhero showdown. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
It is.
All right, so for
Millennial Malarkey Civil War.
Oh my God.
Yes. Just like Captain America
Dibs on Iron Man.
and Iron Man.
I've already got the helmet. Suck it.
Okay, I think didn't we decide Jesse was Iron Boy?
No.
I thought it was Iron Lad.
Iron Lad, that's what it was. And
I
I'm
think
like,
so,
I'll take
yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure I'm Captain Palestine.
Well, I don't think we can do Iron Lad. That might be infringing on copyright. So let's just do Ferris Boy.
Ferris. Oh
I
my
like
God. That imply what? Ferric. That implies I'm a +4. I don't like that. I want to be Ferric. I'm a +2.
Okay, Ferric Boy.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Oh wait,
You
sorry.
can-
No.
you can-
Oh
you
my
can
God.
choose your
No, that's
ionization.
+3 and +2. So Ferus would be +3. Ferric would be 2.
So you want to be Ferris or Ferric?
I want to be Ferric. I don't want to be those weird FE203 people. That's like a no, not fam.
What's
I just want to
happening?
be regular Russ.
Science. Sorry.
Oh,
Alec.
that's why I don't. Yeah, I was like, I
Talking
don't
about
get it.
chemistry,
That's
boy.
fine. You
It's
guys
aight.
keep doing
Well,
your
Jesse,
thing.
I'm going to play Stab Wound on you, which gives you -2. So
Okay, I don't know what you're talking. Oh wait, it's like a card.
that's a Magic the Gathering reference. Come on, Mr. Friday Night Magic Champ.
Sorry,
Come
dude.
on, Mr. 1-1 Beard.
1-1 beard.
This podcast brought to you by Judges Familiar, our collectively favorite 1/1 flyer.
Speak for
Absolutely.
yourself.
Hey, Adam,
Yes, sir.
why don't you get us started here?
Yeah, if you don't, we're gonna be stuck here a
Anyway,
while.
for the first segment, we all chose superheroes that have existed but are very little known, not well known. And then for our second segment, we have our own homemade brews of superheroes. Anyway, my actual real superhero is Herbie Popnecker.
Tell us about
Tell us
Herbie,
more.
Adam. Yeah.
So Herbie first appeared in Forbidden Worlds number 73 in 1958.
Who's the
and-
He
publisher?
knows a lot more about this than I do.
I'm not
didn't
sure.
go this deep
Forbidden
into the
Worlds,
back lore.
whatever that is.
Do you know if it's like DC, Marvel?
I don't think it was either. I think there was like in the boom of comics. You know,
Okay.
there's a bunch of independent comic makers.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Forbidden
totally.
Worlds was kind of like an anthology series where they would jump around to like planet to planet and follow sorts of different superheroes. So Herbie Popnecker only appeared in like maybe I think a dozen comic books.
No, okay.
Well, tell us about him.
Anyway,
Yeah. He has a
so
dumb
Herbie
name. I'm
is
intrigued.
like the dumb fat kid in your class. He's like short, obese, unstylish, and young.
Feel called out.
And
Oh my God.
yeah, I know, right? And he gets his powers from genetics and also from magical lollipops that he's always sucking on in the comics. And the lollipops are from the unknown, which is like a different sort of dimension. So Herbie can talk to animals and sometimes even inanimate objects, and they all call him by name. So for whatever reason, all of these like random squirrels and like chairs and stuff like address him as Herbie.
Is he for Herbie fully loaded? Like the movie?
No, that was a horrible
Shut
movie.
up.
And Lindsay Lohan is a trash actor.
So
Anyway.
mean.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so Herbie can also fly, and he can also surpass the speed of light. But he doesn't fly like Superman. He literally just like sucks on his lollipop and then just like walks into the air.
Hey.
And then like in the next scene, he's like in another galaxy.
Hey, really quick.
Well,
so he's a person?
Yes.
And therefore he has mass? So how exactly?
Oh, he's gonna go and say he can't travel faster than the speed of light.
Yeah, so how is he traveling faster than the speed of light? I'm confused.
Oh, I mean, he can also time travel by using a special lollipop and a grandfather clock.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and he flies by like walking up. Like he literally just like walks through air. He can also walk underwater, and he can also walk like through walls and underground.
Wait. So if he's like flying faster than the speed of light, it's not like actual flying. He's just like not even running. He's just like walking faster than the speed of light.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love it.
Don't like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he also has indestructibility. So Herbie is often unaware that he's being attacked. And he's also irresistible to women. And he's often consulted by world leaders in the comics. And they also mention that he's more powerful than Satan.
Okay.
What?
Like they specifically call out Satan.
I thought you were gonna say like, Superman or something like that, but no, just
Satan.
we're jumping some steps there.
Yes,
The Lord of
Herbie
Darkness.
is like Superman on steroids.
Clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my superhero, Herbie Popnecker.
Herbie fully loaded. Got it.
Yes. Andrew, how about you?
All right, so the superhero I looked into, his name is Dynamite Thor. Also kind of appeared only a handful of times in comics. I don't remember what the name of the publisher or anything was. It was definitely not Marvel or DC or anything legit.
So it's not related to the Thor we know, the beloved Thor we know from the Marvel movies.
No, and actually he gets his name, the Thor part of his superhero name, Dynamite Thor, because his actual last name is Thor. His real name is Peter Thor. He's a wealthy mine owner and explosives expert. And basically his one power is that he's immune to explosives, which he uses to advantage because in his super suit, he's got a belt rigged with TNT that he explodes to make himself fly, which is kind of cool. But I think, right? I think that he's super underrated and could be utilized more because he's basically a trump card. I mean, he's immune to explosives. So like, think about it. What's like stuff that knocks Black Widow down or, Captain America down or whatever in the movie? Explosives. So whenever there's like a Hydra, compound or whatever the equivalent of something like that would be, I don't know if it's just me being the Arab that's thinking of this, but just like honestly kind of suicide bomber him, blow everyone else up. He's totally fine. He's the total trump card.
Yeah, I was about to say he basically is just a suicide bomber that can't die.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like, I mean, you know what? Maybe instead of, I don't know if I should say this on the podcast, so I'm not going to. I feel like we all know the direction where that comment was going to go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I just think that's a pretty powerful trump card. Now, I do want to say that he is not impervious to everything. And in the comic, like pains or whatever that I've seen, it's definitely like getting punched and whacked over the head and it like actually affects him. But as far as explosives go, doesn't do anything. So just kind of send him in there with a big old trench coat. No one recognizes him and boom, everyone else is gone and he's just left there standing.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's Peter Thor, aka Dynamite Thor for you. immune to explosives, can fly thanks to that immunity. That's the word. So yeah, Alec, who did you look into?
I chose someone that is probably going to be the most well known out of our four. The Marvel character Domino. I personally didn't know about her until Deadpool 2 came out in 2018. But in the movie, her power is just that she's lucky. And apparently in the comics, her actual power is the ability to manipulate luck. But that I feel like is super underrated. I mean, the idea that like, she could be fighting anyone and it would be pretty unlucky if she lost. You just got to leave it at that. She could always win because she will always be lucky. That's very powerful.
Huh. So she can like manipulate fate, basically.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if this is like, too much of a loophole, but I kind of feel like that was the point of the assignment. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine like she's fighting, someone, really anyone, like she
like a Herbie Popnecker.
Yeah.
Or Dynamite Thor.
Yeah, any of them. Like Dynamite Thor would run up to her with his multiple use suicide bomber belt, and he would like press the button to explode, and it just wouldn't. And then she punched him in the face.
Well, but I don't know. I also, this is a total side note that I meant to mention and forgot to, so sorry for interrupting. But I'd also like to put it out there that Dynamite Thor put out a fire with explosives, so that's kind of cool. But sorry about that. I meant to say that and forgot to.
Nah, you good. I don't know.
Which is also apparently like a real thing that you can do. But anyways, yeah, I mean, that also seems like a pretty legit, like, how can you fight that?
I don't know. Just be immune to everything like Herbie Popnecker, aka Fat Fury.
Well, and I'd also like to put it out there, Alec, that she is named after the worst fast food pizza chain, which is kind of a point against her, in my opinion.
I love Domino's.
Well, I think
their garlic buttery crust is delicious.
Okay, but
are we sponsored by them? What is this?
John's. No, because I'm bashing them.
I just like Domino's.
You right. Yeah, no, that's kind of all I had prepared. So, Jesse, you're up.
Cool.
So mine is, okay, just go through it. His name is Matter Eater Lad, and he's, like, I wonder what he does. He's a lad that eats matter. So he was,
don't we all?
He was a DC dude, and basically there's this like legion of superheroes, but it was, I don't know, it's not like the, I don't know what DC's Justice League. It's not the Justice League. It's like their own little league, legion of superheroes is what it was called.
The Justice Minor League?
I guess so. Like, yeah, D-rated.
The League of Justice?
Yeah. And so he's
this is the
he was the
Triple A
15th
League.
dude to join, but there was a big man, aka bouncing boy, was the hero to join before him. He really, honest to God, is not. He's not really in anything. He doesn't really do much. Like he always struggles to figure out how to make his power useful in a fight. But the point of like where he came from or how he came to be was when he was on his native planet, there were these little microbes, probably midichlorians, that made all their food inedible. And so the people had to evolve to eat something else as a way to survive. And it just so happened that they learned how to eat matter. So he just kind of walks around.
Wait, don't we all eat matter already?
Yeah, but he eats all matter. So like we don't eat metal. He eats metal and dirt and air.
Okay.
And
okay.
Like he can slowly.
Thank you for
So
clarifying.
he finds nutritious substance from them.
Yes. So you're probably wondering, like, why am I picking this low-rated dude who doesn't even know how to use his power in a fight? Well, I'm going to do a little crossing of the streams and blend him over into from DC into Marvel. Like if you had this guy in Endgame, all right, or Infinity War. Oh my God, we need to destroy the stones before Thanos gets here. Oh my God, how are we gonna do it? Like you just pop it over to him and he chomps it like a freaking pill. That being said, as he eats these things, it would probably make him crazy because there was something. It was called the Miracle Machine. This thing, and it was like a giant universe eating, universe destroying machine. But it was called the Miracle Machine, and then he eats it, but it makes him insane for several years. So, and then of course a big name comes down and like from the Justice League. And Brainiac cures him, specifically Brainiac 5. But basically, you could give him the Infinity Stones. He kind of chomps them down like an Advil. Don't chomp Advil, but like takes it like a pill and eats it and destroys it. And then boom.
Millennial
Endgame,
Malarkey does not condone the use of recreational drugs.
That is correct.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
Yes. So that's basically where I'm at on it. So I think he's underrated because there's a lot of little situations where people in superhero comics and everything are like, we got to get rid of this thing. Okay, well, just like have him start taking chomps out of it.
I thought the direction you were going at first was like at first I thought you were going to take it towards this like, it's like you don't have to fight Thanos' army if there's no army.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it takes too long. Army. The problem is he eats like a normal person, and it takes him time to chew. And like a person is a very big thing to eat.
That's what I was going to say. Like, isn't he limited by the size of his mouth?
More than likely.
I was kind of picturing this dude like unhinging his jaw like a snake and just like swallowing like hordes of people.
Like the Leviathans in Supernatural.
Yes, except bigger.
Yes.
Wait, so can the Matter
It's
Lab,
bigger. It's better. It's too much for Mr. Incredible. Sorry.
So can he still like suffer from a full stomach?
It doesn't really say. Haven't read the comics, I'll be honest. I bet so.
Fair enough.
What if he has to take like Alka-Seltzer, or not Alka-Seltzer, like a Tums or something for heartburn all the time?
Yeah.
Wonder if it does anything.
Like, I'm sure eating dirt and concrete would get old after a while.
Nah, probably not.
Maybe heartburn is just his weakness.
Maybe.
Either that or irritable bowel syndrome.
I was going to say, if all he's doing is eating like steel beams, I want to know what his movements are like. There's no fiber in that, but I mean.
Well, it's kind of making me think of like Futurama Nibbler.
It just like breaks right through the toilet. Just a boom.
Yes. The little dark matter pellets.
Oh my God.
Weird.
Anyway, I still think my superhero, Herbie Popnecker, aka.
Well, I think that we can't vote for our own superheroes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you dummy.
But so Adam, how about we start with you? We'll go in the order that we presented our superheroes, and then we'll vote.
Who am I voting for? I'm gonna have to go with Alex Domino. That was a pretty good one.
Thanks.
Okay.
Man.
Do you have any specific justification for that, or just exactly what Alex said?
Just the manipulation of like fate itself is like I think like an undeniable like trump card in a fight, in a superhero fight.
Definitely feels like that. I'm personally going to have to go with Herbie because manipulating fate's cool, but if you're literally more powerful than the devil, like I don't know what you can do about that. So
okay, well, to be fair, Wolverine beat the devil as well. So, yes.
Okay, well, Wolverine wasn't presented as one of the four, so
that's fair. But I'm just saying,
we're not talking about his
several people
problem.
have been able to beat the devil.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, according to the Christian mythos, the devil ultimately does beat God in Judgment Day, right? So if the devil is more powerful than God,
I'm not so sure about that one.
Maybe
I think you're
mixing up
the Bible with like the Torah.
Oh God! Or either that or the Satanic Bible that I have. But
boy,
probably that.
Regardless, I feel like the devil is super powerful, and if you're stronger than that, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not buying the whole domino argument over that, and I think that Jesse's hero, limited by his mouth size, is kind of an issue. So
I remember the devil went down to Georgia and he was looking for souls to steal. So, and he found one.
But he was in a bind and he was way behind.
Yeah, but he was willing to make a deal. So,
all right. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Herbie as well. That's pretty undeniable.
That's 2 for Herbie.
That is. So Jesse, you can either
I'm gonna
tie it up with
I'm gonna
Herbie
end
and
it.
Domino, or you can put the final nail in the
put the nail in
coffin.
the coffin, dude.
Herbie.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to choose that because if you can walk faster than the speed of light, when you have mass, that's pretty impressive because modern physicists don't know how to do that. Also, that being said, on that tangent, we have sent light, or we have made something go faster than. We have sent something faster than the speed of light. I don't remember what it was, what kind of particle it was, but it went faster than the speed of light.
Well, if it was Americans, it's
there's
probably a French fry or a hamburger.
Probably.
No, those have mass. You're thinking of it all wrong.
There's no asymptote at the speed of light. So
yeah.
I just like to put that out there.
It's just
like when you measure energy versus speed, there's no asymptote there, which you'd expect. So that means that hypothetically you could go faster than the speed of light. Although that argument also says that as you approach the speed of light, you start creating matter out of nothing in matter antimatter pairs. Because you got to conserve charge, my friend.
I don't know. Well, Herbie's got it figured out, dude. If he can do this on a freaking
that might be a fun discussion for a future episode.
Yeah, tune in next week when we dive into theoretical physics and make Dr. Story at my university very happy by, making sure that all of you know that you cannot travel faster than the speed of light if you have mass.
Except that you probably can.
Oh boy. According to all known laws of aviation, a bubble
as fast as it can when it still has mass.
Well, see, the speed of light is okay.
No, we're supposed to talk about this next. It's next week.
Super, super, super small amount of mass, but I don't know. This is a long.
It's a very uphill battle, Alec. Don't get into this. Hey, you got a semester? We'll teach you.
Yeah, because this is. I don't know.
Literally
it's
a gateway
I had
into so many other things
on this with my physics curriculum, but man, it's fun. I love it.
I mean,
it's great.
if it takes
sense all the time.
You guys are expecting this to take like a semester, but keep in mind it took 4 years for me to get my degree in pushing record. So,
well,
fair enough. Anyway, moving on to our homebrew superheroes. Should we go backwards order now?
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Start with Jesse.
Yeah.
This one is near and dear to my heart. So this one is supposed to be correct me if I'm wrong, we're making a superhero that is just like weird and lame and dumb. Like he has the weirdest, stupidest power.
Useless powers.
Powers. Okay. Yeah. So I think somebody said last week when we were talking about this idea that somebody can, as an example, a superhero who can turn invisible only when nobody's looking at them.
Hey, don't steal my idea.
Okay, sorry. Were you really going to use that this week? No, it doesn't matter.
No.
Forget I said it. Okay.
All right, Jesse, carry on.
Mine was, so I'm an engineer and I spend a lot of time with my head in a book or working in the lab. And so I thought it would be funny to have a superhero who was super smart only in moments when he didn't need it. So like when he is not needing it or just like casually talking with his friends, he's probably like, hey, I bet we could, synthesize antimatter by mixing up 3 cups of sugar and a dash of salt and mixing it on high for 10 minutes. I don't know. But then like you put him in a test setting and he's just like dumber than a box of rocks and can't do anything. I guess you could call that anxiety maybe, but but ultimately I thought it would be funny to have somebody who's like super duper smart, but like they can never use it effectively in times where it matters. So like a brainiac.
Do you have a name for this superhero?
I'll come up with one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Does he have any like specific weakness?
Yeah, test and
just the ACT.
Yeah, he's allergic to ACTs, SATs, PSATs. The mere mention of the word grad school sends him into hyper or anaphylactic shock. So I don't know. It just kind of it clicked and kind of felt funny to me. So, but that's just because that's my world.
I like it.
So, what about you?
I like it too.
This would be Alec next, correct? Or no, Andrew.
I think
Is it Alec?
we went Adam,
it's
Andrew,
you, Alec.
me, Jesse. So I think it's my turn.
Okay, go for it. Sorry.
I came up with Jurassic Man and his powers. You know how Aquaman can like talk to and control fish?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
This guy can talk to and control dinosaurs.
But
Does that carry on into like
There's no
birds
dinosaurs.
today, so we can get like
No, it
robins
does
to
not.
do stuff?
It does not
it'd be
specifically
chickens,
dinosaurs.
first of all.
Oh my
Poor
god.
guy.
Oh, that's horrible.
Poor
Well,
guy.
see,
Yeah.
if he were to catch up with Herbie, the Fat Fury, Herbie could run faster than the speed of light back in time with him, and then take him to where that would be applicable.
Oh boy.
It is very true. Very true.
Dang. Okay, and that's pretty useless. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, that's what I got. So Andrew.
Well, okay. So I came up with a hero that, like, technically is kind of useful because I thought we still wanted like some part of it to like ultimately be useful and applicable, but
Sure. Either way, it's
still
fine.
underwhelming. So here's this dude. Yeah. So I know none of you guys obviously went to the University of Michigan or have family members that do, but there's this big saying around Michigan, and like there always has been, like,
Is it
that
go
you're
blue?
Like, well, I mean that's a saying, yeah, but like if you're a person of, you know, note or something to come from there, or you're really successful in your career, that like you're a Michigan man, like that's it. Like Jim Harbaugh is a Michigan man, Gerald Ford, he was a Michigan man, you know, whatever. And so I thought, oh, Michigan man, that kind of has a ring to it. So I came up with the dude, and I came up with a backstory too. But basically,
Wow.
you know, like the guy that like holds like the coach's like headphone cords or like whatever at the game, just kind of like on the sideline holding all that stuff for him.
Yeah, and like prevents him from getting a penalty from going out on the field.
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
Michigan man was that guy, but got hit by just like a dart of a throw during the game, which gave him the power that every single one of his senses, so like sight, taste, you know, whatever, I don't know the rest of them because I don't have them, are heightened based off of the most recent game. So, and specifically by the score differential. So if like a couple weeks ago, Michigan beat Rutgers by 52 because it's 52-0. Shout out to the one good game we had this season against Rutgers. All of his senses would be 52% stronger. He'd be able to see 52% better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, if the most recent game was a loss, all of his senses are diminished by the losing differential. So when we got blown out by Wisconsin, like all of his senses are like 20% whatever worse. And so he's basically got like a minimum of a week to either you make the best of like a winning score or just like deal with the worst of a losing score until like bowl game season, when he's then got several months to deal with whatever the outcome is. And I feel like either way, like if your sense of taste or smell or whatever, like, because there's never going to be like an 100-point win. It's usually going to be like between 3 and 30 points probably. So I just feel like it's really not that big of an advantage even when they do win. And worst case scenario, it could be, you know, pretty incapacitating. So that's Michigan man for you.
You know, that is very creative, Andrew.
Thank
That
you.
is.
I feel like I put a little
Michigan
more work
man.
into this.
Although
You really
I'm just
did.
picturing
Thank
picturing
you.
him as like this big white tire man. Because I have Michelin,
Michelin
man
Man?
stuck in my head.
he can look like that. It's fine. I mean, you guys remember the KU coach from like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Basically the same thing.
Oh, geez. Anyway, so I came up with Butterboy.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Sounds tasty. I'd eat him.
And he has the power to believe it is not butter.
Oh my god.
So
That's
wait,
good.
wait, hold on. Like you're telling me that like there would be like he'd be like walking through the store or something. He'd pick up the box of like I can't believe it's not butter. He'd look at it and just kind of think to himself, I don't believe your lies.
Yeah, pretty much. That's his superpower, and his weakness is margarine.
That,
Wait,
that's
Andrew,
funny.
did yours have a specific weakness?
Well, I mean, other than the like, if they lose, all of his senses are diminished by that losing differential. No,
Okay, never mind.
because like as an example, Michigan lost in the bowl game last year, like 40-12 or something ridiculous like that. I don't know what the score was. So that's like a 28-point differential. So for the remaining like 8 months until football season, every sense he had was 28% worse, which is, I feel like, a weakness. So
Wait, what was how bad did they lose by?
He would need so many sets of glasses.
I know, right? Wow, what was that, Alec?
28 points.
How much did they lose
Alec.
by?
I don't know. That was a guess, 28. I don't remember what the score was.
Wow. I can't believe it's not better.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
it
God.
was a long con. It was a long con.
Ooh, that was a good one, Alec.
Thanks,
Alec
guys.
Hen is better boy. He's perpetually disappointed in the outcome of everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get the voting started. Juice Boy?
I like Butterboy. It caught me with the twist ending. So I like that. That was really funny.
Thanks, Jesse.
Welcome, BB.
Adam coming in strong on the superhero showdown.
He is.
I know. Alec?
Would it be okay, yeah. Sorry, Jesse, remind me yours. He's like he knows everything.
He knows everything.
Unless he needs to know something.
Like, he's super smart, but only during times when it doesn't count. It's like he knows all these mathematical formulas, but like when it comes to show it to a professor or take a test, he can't like communicate it or like show that he understands it and that he's smart.
I'm gonna say Jesse's is the most useless, so it wins this category. Because you know, you think superhero, like I'm just picturing him in like a fight and his, you know, his foe or whoever he's fighting could just be like, hey, how do you breathe? And he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He'd need to know. He'd need to know.
He'd be like that
but
guy
he
from The
wouldn't.
Joke who like he always wore the headphones and the barber one day took them off and listened to it and inside was saying breathe in or breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And then the barber looks down at the guy who was wearing the headphones. He's like laying dead on the ground because he wasn't breathing and listening to his headphones.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the point to Jesse.
Boom.
Do we have a name
So
for that character?
That's
His name was yeah.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll
Okay,
come back to that
I'll
one.
have it here in just a second.
What do we got? Andrew then?
yeah, I think Alex is definitely the most useless because, I mean, like there's like literally no application for that in modern day. Whereas like at least at times Jesse's person is smart and you know, I guess
We could call him Brain Fart.
being able to like
Brain
Sure, I
fart.
like it.
Oh, that's a good
Call him
one.
Brain Fart.
that is actually a good one. I like that, Jesse. Yeah, so brain fart is still smart on occasion, and Butterboy can believe it's not butter, I guess, which is a thing. But with no dinosaurs around, like he's literally like there's nothing. So I gotta give it to Jurassic. Was it Jurassic Man?
Yeah, Jurassic Man. And just to put some icing on the
Yeah.
cake, his major weakness is asteroids.
Oh.
Yeah, which also like whose isn't. So between that and the fact that I'm wearing a t-shirt with dinosaurs on it, I gotta give it to Jurassic Man.
Very nice.
All right.
Which brings us to Adam. So we've got a 3-way tie right now. Who are you gonna?
I'm
that
gonna
point
make it
to?
a 4-way tie. Michigan
Aw.
Man for the creativity.
Oh, thank you.
Not a problem. Well, also
not
because I
gonna-
can't vote for myself, and that's dumb.
Wow.
I feel like
I
that's
thought
fair,
Andrew
though.
was the narcissist. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Michigan Man was incredibly creative, and you put a lot of thought into it. And it's
Thank
just
you. I was happy with it.
just incredible. I just imagine him like one week has like really good or like really well seasoned food at home, and then like the next week it's just like way too salty.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I went a little OP with the all senses and should have just figured out like taste or something like that. That would have probably been.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just how I imagine it in my head. And then, like, he just, like, one week he wakes up and, like, he can't see. Like, he has to go to the eye doctor pretty much every week.
Yeah.
But he's just bumping into stuff on the way there.
Yeah. So, it's just really creative. Props to you, Andrew.
But is it the most useless?
Is it the most useless? To me,
Don't take this away from Alec. Wait, I can't talk. Don't take this away from me, Alec.
Okay.
After I gave looks like vote. We do have a 4-way tie, and we're all winners.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Okay, yeah, so we're tying it back to the whole millennial thing. Participation trophies for everyone.
I'll take it.
Did any of you guys ever get participation trophies at anything growing up?
I'm sure I did. I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up playing, like every different sport and every different season. So it was like at the end of the season, you'd always get the little plastic trophy that's like, hey, you played soccer.
You sure did cool. Something.
Dude,
I don't want to be here.
Yeah, soccer and wrestling were the two least favorite sports I did.
You did wrestling?
Yeah, for like 2 weeks. And I bet you all can figure out how that went, which is why I didn't like it.
We did some wrestling.
Fair.
Baseball and fencing were where it was at for me, but yeah.
I could see you being really into fencing because it would have like lightsaber vibes.
I just imagine you as a kid just going wow, wow.
He's like Ewan McGregor.
Making your own sound effects. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ewan McGregor makes his own sound effects when he does the lightsaber stuff. And George Lucas was like, Ewan, stop the noises.
Yeah. Ewan's
cool.
a treasure.
Anyway.
Ewan McTreasure. That's it.
Let's end it with a would you rather question. Coming in hot, Alec.
Okay.
Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
Ooh. I am going to say the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease. Personally, I have a little bit of a personal opinion on this. I am a cancer
because
survivor.
Of your cancer?
Yes, I'm a cancer survivor. So,
I knew it.
Yeah, I just think that because of that, it'd be really nice to get super, super rich from that drug.
Listen, I'm a survivor and I'm a victim here, but I'm going to make so much money.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna ride that into the sunset. It'll be great.
The sunset that you could have explored on a different planet.
Right. You guys want to do a little trivia in the middle here?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. There are 2 diseases that have been eradicated. What are those 2 diseases?
Polio and smallpox.
Smallpox is one of them. Polio is not.
Didn't we eradicate it?
It is not eradicated.
Also, we have smallpox outbreaks every year.
Whatever. That's fake news. Andrew.
I kind of wouldn't want either because I feel like they're both death sentences because, like, I don't know, being on a planet that's unknown by yourself for, like, the first time anyone's ever stepped foot there, you don't know what's out there. There could be,
but, like, you imagine what you could do.
Well, yeah, well, I mean,
it's like maritime law.
That's what I'm going to choose because the other alternative of coming up with, like, a cancer vaccine or something like that, like, you all know there's so much more money in treating a disease than there is in curing it. Like, there's no way that you come up with that and the Clintons don't assassinate you before you make it available to the public. So I'm going with explore a new planet.
Fair enough.
Because at least there's a chance of survival with that.
Juice Boy?
So I like the idea of like a legacy. So I think the planet would give you, like, if you're exploring, being the first to explore a planet, you could be like, this is the Jarman crater, and this is the Jarman River, and this is the, I don't know. You could like find so many like cool features and like name them whatever you wanted. And I
Hey,
think
that's
there's-
cool. This is my Ferrari.
Yeah. Okay. Let me finish.
Well, no, because you'd be killed, dude.
So
The government would take you out.
yeah, the government would kill you because you're making too much money. So the
Or you're stealing
other
money
side
from
of
them.
it is, yeah, the money from it, and like you can get lasting recognition that, hey, this dude, I don't know, cured whatever disease. And so if you look at it in terms of that, like your success is temporary because eventually people are going to figure out ways to kill or like abate symptoms for just about everything. Meanwhile, how many chances do you get to explore a planet? So,
0.
okay, negative Nancy over there.
Okay.
You know, Lauren, your brother is being very negative on your birthday, and you need to yell at him via text, please and thank you.
Happy birthday,
Yeah, happy
Lauren.
birthday again.
Adam, what would you choose?
I'm going to have to go for inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease.
Yeah.
That does make sense considering you're a doctor.
Yeah. So, and plus, I think I'd get very lonely on a plane. Well, it doesn't really. First person, yeah, I think I'd get a little lonely, or at least I'd get angry with my crew. I don't know. It's just being on a planet with a small group of people seems like being in an elevator for forever. It doesn't sound fun to me.
What if we were your crew? You wouldn't get mad at us.
Oh, dude, we'd kill each other in the first 6 months.
6 months, I give it a week.
No, I'd have fun. You'd all hate me by the end of like 2 or 3 weeks because I'd be out there dancing around like, oh my God, look at all these cool rocks. I wonder what kind of ceramics are in these. And you'd be like, can we eat? Can we focus on food? And I'll be like, no, look at this cool rock.
Yeah.
Enough, Jesse, enough advanced class. We got to have a spit roast. For food, guys.
Anyway, join us next week when we sing Happy Birthday to My Sister.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Lauren. Happy birthday.
Yeah, there are 2 diseases that have been eradicated. What are those 2 diseases?
Polio and
Polio.
smallpox.
Smallpox is one of them. Polio is not.
Didn't we eradicate it?
It is not eradicated.
Also, we have smallpox outbreaks every year.
No, we don't.
What? Yes, we do.
Smallpox? No. That is false.
Destroyed worldwide by
So-
1980. Fewer than 1,000 U.S. cases per year. Get out of my house.
Whatever. That's fake news.